Hey Matt, I've got your watch in here. It's arrived and it's nice. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted to see. Pretty much what I expected to see. It's entirely original. Um, the seals are all old, the consistency of old plastic instead of being nice and pliant. You can see you've got a stuck button here. Um, but it's in really nice, completely all original shape, and it's got some good things too. Um, for instance, the movement looks visually pretty clean. It's dry. I mean, it has some little flakes, but nothing serious. But there's some wear that one sees in other watches that I'm not seeing here. As these bearings loosen up, the winding weight starts to flop around a bit, and it can start running into the tops of the chronograph bridge, and you start getting this brassing here. But you'll notice you don't see any brassing here. It's nice and bright, shiny plated metal as it always was, which is always cool, and that's true on both sides of the chronograph bridge. So your winding bridge is in good shape. This, to me, is an indicator that the watch doesn't have a lot of miles on it. It's definitely a runner. I haven't really tested the reset because the buttons are sticking, and I don't like messing with those. But I can tell you from the numbers that it's doing exactly what I was expecting it to do. It's running weakly but steadily. So you can see, got a little bit of beat error, not a ton. Don't worry about the time gain. That doesn't really matter right now. All that really matters is this, which is the amplitude. This is the degree of the rotation of the balance. It's how far around the balance is turning from side to side. This is low, but not bad. And I see this, I mean, I make the same speech over and over and over again. This is very much what an unserviced original 6139 looks like. And here we are. We're looking at one right now. This tells me that the movement internally is fine. It's dry. It's dirty. The mainspring's going to be dirty, but that it just needs to be cleaned. I have the chronograph running, so the chronograph wheel is holding. It should be good. Oh, you can't really see it. Darn it. I'm really kind of annoyed. See how this pushes up right here? It goes whoop. This is the minute counter hand. I'm sorry, the sweep coming around to the 58-second mark and then pushing over the minute counter hand, and it adds more. The movement has to work to push that hand over, and because the hand is missing lubrication and it's kind of gluey, that wheel is gluey, you get this drop in amplitude, this accuracy jump because the whole movement is slowing down because it takes more effort for it to push over. And that's another indication that the movement needs to be cleaned. The only real mystery that I've got is the mismatch on your case and case back. Your watch is a proof, and it should by all rights have a proof case back. Yours says not only resist, but it says resistant. It's from 1970. It has one servicing mark inside the case back. So somebody was in here once at some point, but it was a long time ago. We aren't going to know until basically I get the dial off what the dial date is, because on the back side of the dial are two numbers or a number and a letter, and it'll tell us what when the watch was made. For example, let's see if I've got. Of course, I choose a dial that doesn't have a dial date on it. Isn't that annoying? Let's see. That one doesn't either. Fantastic. Okay, well, I should have planned ahead. I should have prepared. Yeah, none of these do. I'm just special today. It's just special. I'm not doing anything like I ought to. Anyway, it's a good watch. With a service, it should be great. It definitely needs a service, but it's a great starting point. The only question is that if I get the dial off and the date on the dial is clearly different than what the caseback is whether you want me to get another caseback that matches. This is a great caseback. Me personally, I'd probably just leave it be because we don't know what the story is. But it's a good watch. That's it, man.